Hello, my name is Tori, and today I will be walking you through the design process of Tech Linguist, immersing you in the world of tech one word at a time. So, meet Brandon. He is a 21-year-old trying to find his place in the world. After pursuing biology and nursing, Brandon decided that obtaining his CDL license and driving on the open road was his true passion. His future profession was knowledge heavy, which made him hesitant about studying again. Brandon used several methods to help him obtain knowledge, such as note cards, study guides, package sheets, and saying things aloud. Finding an app that catered to more than one method proved difficult. With these challenges in mind, I created TechLinguist to cater to those with various learning styles. So, imagine you finally decided to pursue your dream job as a developer while working full time. You see, there are hundreds of videos, articles, and sites teaching you how to code, which languages to learn, and how to build your first website. All of these terms are overwhelming, and you have no idea where to start. Having the time to sit down at a computer is minimal since you have a daily commute to and from work. You need a tool that can come with you on the go and doesn't require you dealing with a laptop on public transit. You find TechLinguist, an app that helps you break into the world of tech by learning the lingo of your future profession. Now, most people who are choosing a career in tech are usually coming from a full-time job. They are trying to find the quickest way to learn and get started working on their first project. That is why after creating an account, TechLinguist asks you if you would like to create a study plan. Creating a study plan is the best way for you to get a unique and useful guide to help you study. You can choose between web development, web design, information security, and mobile application development. And if you're not too sure about which path you want to take, you can choose general terms to get moderately acquainted. After you choose which path to explore, you are asked if you are a visual learner or an auditory learner. For example, if you are an auditory learner, you would be advised to study with flashcards where you would say the definition or term aloud instead of filling in the blank. If you are comfortable learning with both styles, you are able to select this option as well. Once your study plan is complete, you are prompted to add your first set of flashcards. In early testing, adding flashcards was proven difficult for some users. Having an Add Flashcards box and a flashcards navigation box at the bottom of the screen confused volunteers as to which flashcards option they should press. After they were guided through this, volunteers were able to easily add content to their flashcards. Now, you've been diligently following your study plan for the past 2 weeks, and you're ready to see if your hard work is paying off. The best way to test your knowledge is to review vocabulary. Whether you like to review every day or once a week, reviewing vocabulary is an important part of the learning process. That's why it's placed on your home screen. When you choose to review vocabulary, you can choose review yesterday's vocabulary, the past week's vocabulary, or all the vocabulary you've learned so far. Although there is a quiz section in the bottom navigation, you have the option of making your review as realistic as possible. After choosing whether you would like to review by filling in the blank or multiple choice, you can choose to have a 30-second timer for each question. Having a timer may add pressure. However, once you are far along in your study plan, having a timer can be a great way to test how quick you can match terms and definitions. After testing TechLinguist with potential users, we changed a few characteristics. The major change was the initial page you would see after creating a study plan. Since you just finished your first step to a better study guide, you wouldn't need the option of reviewing vocabulary just yet. So this selection was removed. The Add Flashcards option was broadened with a caption to help catch your attention. After you've studied a while, you will want to create another deck of cards or review learned vocabulary. Since both of these options are viewed on your homepage, adding a plus sign to the Add Flashcards option will help you differentiate which selection you would like. When TechLinguist was put to the test, having a flashcards option for reviewing vocabulary wasn't a popular choice. The flashcards option became a fill-in-the-blank review. This selection would fare you best as a visual learner. TechLinguist is on its way to helping future tech aficionados, but there is always room for improvement. Although it wasn't an issue when TechLinguist was put to the test, there wasn't a backspace option. Making the previous selection also a backspace option will be one of the first improvements. The second would be letting the loading screen automatically advance to the login page. It wasn't a major problem, but for a few of the testers, knowing exactly where to click on the loading page to advance was not straightforward. The third improvement will be adding in login options through Google, Apple, and Facebook. Creating an account through one of these platforms makes the initial setup much smoother. Through this design process, I learned some pretty useful tips. Sketching is essential when wireframing. Low fidelity sketches go a long way and are a great way to get ideas into your visual. Adding notes to your low fidelity sketches is helpful for when you begin to add more content to your wireframes. You think you will remember, but you won't. In the beginning of my design process, I was too focused on how my designs looked. As someone who likes things visually pleasing, it was hard for me to adjust to focusing on the user experience instead of the user interface. This took some time for me to grasp, but after I did, learning UX design became a lot more fun. This is TechLinguist. Thank you for your attention.